Speaking to Canvey Island manager Brad Wellmen following today's 1-1 draw against Bowers Pitsea. Brad, very much a game of two halves. What did you make of that?
I thought the first half we was excellent. I thought our transition at times, our ability to combine and create opportunities was as good as we've been for a long, long time. Got a nice early goal, gives you the confidence to move on, created 2-3 other opportunities that really, I think when you look at chances created, 3-0 at half-time wouldn't have been unfair. In terms of clear-cut chances, we probably created 6 or 7 chances, but I think clear-cut, you take them, if we're 3-0 up, no one complains. Come out the second half, talk about the importance of continuing to do what we do, but also to go and get another goal, etc., and make sure that at the end of the day, if we manage the game correctly and we don't concede, we get 3 points on the road. We come out the second half, and that second half performance is nowhere near acceptable for me as a manager, from our players. You can't go from being at the level we were in the first half to that in the second half, and that's not taking credit away from Bowers Pitsea, because they come out with a work ethic, a desire and attitude, and all they've done was pump long balls into our box, but they physically beat us up in the second half, and that's not good enough for me.
Do you think the way Bowers came out in the second half, like you say, they were much improved? Do you think it almost took us by surprise, because they almost looked like a different team, very much like we did?
Yeah, it probably did, but I think the question that we've just asked the players in there is, should it take us by surprise? We was that good in the first half that they've got to make changes. Any team's got to make a change to do it. But for them to just physically work harder than us, that's not good enough. That can't take you by surprise. We need to outwork teams. We outworked Hornchurch Saturday listen, I'm the manager of Canvey Island Football Club. I think we outworked Hornchurch for 85, 90 minutes. I think we deserve what we got Saturday. But today, a draw is definitely a fair reflection because of the game of 2 hours. But first up, we should have been miles ahead, and it's just, it can't take you by surprise. When you get outworked, it can't be a surprise. That's just a mentality thing.
Do you think having those minutes on Saturday and going straight into a game 2 days later might have had something to do with it? Certainly looked like it was starting to get tired towards the end.
It could have, but again, are we giving players excuses by asking that question? We made 4 changes today from the team Saturday, so we've got players that are fresh, so that shouldn't impact us. Bowers were in exactly the same situation as us. They played Saturday, Monday. I think that when you look at how well we started the game and how good we were, I mean, you know as yourself, you've watched that game. We were good in the first half, really, really good, and yet I could accept if we were flat the whole game. But for as good as we were that first half, we was poor the second half, and that disparity is the concern for me.
There's no lie that Evans Kouassi is our talisman, and he went off midway through the second half. Was that tactical? Is that something that Canvey fans need to be worried about at all? Was there an injury there?
There's nothing to be worried about. I think with Evs is that you look at him on Saturday, he worked hard for 90 minutes. Towards the last 5 minutes where we'd used our subs, he didn't have the legs in him. He was tired. He come out here, he worked hard again in the first half. Second half, where the game starts going against you and you start seeing how the game's going to evolve, I just felt I'd take the opportunity to give Evs a bit of a break. You know what, he's going to play a lot of minutes for us this year. You know what he can pose going forward. We just felt that the way the game was going, the way they were going longer, we needed the strength of Bradley Satch to battle up there, and just felt that Parish could go a little bit longer than Ev. So nothing more than just giving him a break, because sometimes in them sort of games, players like Evs drift out of them. So it was just more giving him an opportunity to give him a break.
So point on the road, we take that, put it behind us, have a break from the league for a couple of weeks, Enfield at home in the Cup next Saturday. How important would that one be?
Yeah, I think if you'd have asked me the question before the weekend, would I take 4 points from this weekend? 100% yes. When you sit there at 3 points after Saturday and sit there 1-0 up at half-time today, it's definitely 2 points dropped here. I think that it's all well and good having the break in the league, and it would have come at the right time had we be sitting here on 6 points. Once you feel like you've dropped points like today, I don't see the benefit of the break. However, the FA Cup is a journey that we went on a few years ago that was fantastic, and the fans weren't able to be part of it. So where we're trying to create this one in all in mentality, for us to be able to go on another journey and give the fans that opportunity to be part of that would be fantastic. But that's a tough game, Enfield at home. But we bring what we did Saturday, we bring what we did the first half today. We'll be more than a match for them, and hopefully we can start a journey and go and have some fun.
Awesome. Thanks, Brad.
Cheers, Simon.